Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours out there from all of us at the Worldwide Leader. No matter how much you packed away at the dinner table, we still got a great buffet of football that should whet your appetite like Aunt Agnes's stuffing. You know how good that is. A good one on tap here. Vikings, Bears. It's game time.
Culpepper throws a bullet and the ball.
Just that.
Now they just need to convert. Let's see what they do. Williams. Grossman throws a bullet here. Grossman fires this one over the middle. Thomas.
No trouble in getting the first.
Grossman rifles it out outside. Thomas.
Back to you, Dan.
Thanks, Susie. Thomas. Grossman rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 8. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up.
Azuma. Moore takes the handoff and searches for a hole. Tackled. Angelo catches it in the flat and tries to get. Culpepper rifles it out left side. Moore will get the carry on. Moss reels in the foot. A slow start for him.
That is Dan, but he will see the ball more and more as the game.
Culpepper just rifles this one, and it's seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
They take the lead. Now. Gets the sack. Clark makes the catch on the right. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Vikings with a small lead, 3-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer? Down last time out. We'll see what happens as they start this drive at the 31-yard. Stopped at... Position at the 40-yard line. Culpepper sends it to the right side. Goes in motion. Moore carries it past scrimmage and hit. Williams looking down, one man back. Lowry hauls it in right side, and that's a touchdown.
Keenan Howard faces down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
Peter, he gets the touchdown. They have another opportunity here as they start off at their own 24-yard line. Wade makes a touch. Edinger launches the 51-yard attempt, and it's good.
They need to be careful here.
The Vikings get their offense on the field, and Culpepper throws a heater right side. Smith will get the handoff and heads left. Johnson. Coleman sacks him way back at the 3. That will bring up 4th down. Makes the catch. Smith barrels off his left guard. And Elling with a 23-yarder and squeak. Grossman fires this one open.
Anthony Thomas doesn't quite get back to the line on that run and goes out of bounds.
They could not get in right. Grossman throws a heater, and it's caught. Booker smacked. Booker catches this one and is at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown.
Marty Booker makes the catch, but that's not enough for him. He gets it and takes off for more.
That's his first touchdown of the day.
And I think he's a guy you can count on to make those ends.
The Bears take a timeout. That's their final one. Thomas carries it off the toss and takes. Wade catches it left sideline and gets the. Kelly. Grossman zips it to the left sideline. This one falls incomplete, and they will turn the ball over on down. And that is going to do it for this one. The Vikings come out on top 13-10. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
That's right, fellas. That's right, fellas. We got it.
All right, gang, great work as always. And with that, we welcome everybody back to the ESPN studios for our ESPN Video Games postgame show. I'm Chris Berman. The Vikings stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Now let's catch up with the player who really ignited his team's offense with his deft passing and has earned our Player of the Game award. Dante Culpepper is standing by with Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thanks, Chris. You played brilliantly. And you won a close game today. What do you think was vital to your team's success today?
You know what it is? It's about defense. Our D-line came up big today. They were making tackles and putting pressure in the pocket. I'm proud of them. That's how we do it.
Back to you, Chris.
This is SportsCenter.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Broncos come away with a 7-point win. The Cardinals lost this one, but will stay at number 3 in the NFC West. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Rams pick up win number 7. The Seahawks win yet again this week and keep their impressive streak alive. Vikings, Bears. Rex Grossman would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. The Vikings go on to win this by the final score of 13-10. Kyle Bowler threw 3 strikes to the end zone and helped his Ravens beat the Bengals. On the east side of the bay in Oakland, we had the Raiders losing by 13. Down in Alltel Stadium, we had the Jaguars stroll away with a 14-point win. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. LaDainian Tomlinson won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. Broken ribs severely hampering his mobility. They'll keep him out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. Corey Chavis will be on the sidelines for a while, so this defense will need to do some reshuffling in his absence. A broken shoulder will keep him out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. Now we'll move on to our top story of the day. Alan Faneca is going to find himself in street clothes for the time being, and that'll be a major blow to this club. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Panthers, Saints. Ricky Prohl shampoo is in his own territory, but he's got a lot of room to run. We know about his speed. There's a couple of moves. Oh, boy! The defense overlooked him. He could go all the way. 76-yard touchdown. The Panthers win this one by the final score of 27-21. The Jets accumulated over 150 return yards in their win at Giant Stadium. The Dolphins won at home, but will take to the road next week to meet the Broncos. The Buccaneers won this contest, but will stay at the second place in the NFC South. Patriots, Browns. Corey Dillon is backed up in his own territory. Tries to bounce outside. He'll have the first down. Shakes another tackle, goes down the sidelines. Wait a minute. Yes, the ref said his feet were in. He could go all the way, 73 yards. The Patriots win this one by the final score of 20-13. Hannibal Navies stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Colts win their 10th game of the season. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. This guy will have a new place to call home as he accepts a new contract. 4 years, $2.2 million. Henry Crockett is on the move as well as he signs a 3-year contract with the Patriots.
Giants, Redskins. Clinton Portis is in the backfield at the 37-yard line, gets the pitch, spins right there, whoop! And then at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown. The Redskins go on to win this by the final score of 31-21.
All right, Chris, thanks. With the playoffs a little more than a month away, things are starting to get real interesting when it comes to seeding and the races for the division crowns. Let's start things off by taking a look at the AFC. Meanwhile, over in the NFC, the playoff picture looks like this. So that's how things shape up. Still plenty of intriguing matchups upcoming as we get closer and closer to January. And that'll do it from here. Chris, let's send it back over to you.
So another week in the books here on ESPN, but what do you say we hand out a few game balls before we go? Here's my primetime players. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.